My name is Nakito Ruth Nkwangu. I work with Rubaga Hospital as an infection prevention and control officer. Today has been a big event when we have imparted information as regards to personal hygiene so that we may not compromise our general state of health. The reason to why we should emphasize on somebody's personal hygiene in our homes, the communities, and at our places of work. All of this has been impacted through knowing what is hygiene, how do we contract infections, which type of infections. We have really deliberated to make sure they understand the common organisms or germs in the general term that can cause infections, which parts of the body are affected, and at places of work, depending on the work we do, like washing people's clothes. They are already contaminated, and how do we handle them? Not only washing clothes in the homes, people's homes, even at our homes, we must make sure we know which common organisms that can be transmitted from contaminated linen or clothes to our bodies, extending it to our families and our homes. So we concluded by knowing how we can prevent the transmission of infections through proper hand hygiene. We have demonstrated return demonstrations, seamless, and everyone has gone knowing how to wash hands, and those parts that are neglected that may also may be having organisms that can cause infections to the individuals and the people around us we are taking care of. The infections definitely we identified, and these are confirmed. Yeah, these are confirmed by WHO, having all the studies. And most of them, now we are getting even more new infections that were not known before. However, if we preserve our bodies, if we can maintain hygiene, personal hygiene, we shall prevent. Which are the infections? We are talking about, like the linen day, we talk about infections that can be transmitted by putting on contaminated clothes. We emphasize going on, you are buying, you are fitting, you are not taking, another one will fit, people are sweating, people have skin diseases. This can be passed on from one person to another. This can be prevented by the individual to decide, how do I buy the new clothes? You buy the new clothes, first wash it, because you don't know who put on that cloth first. So other diseases, as I said, maintain hygiene. The habit of eating, we should not just eat. Let us eat food or drinks that are prepared in safe places so that we don't get those diseases that can cause maybe vomiting, diarrhea, all the sicknesses. Now we talked about all those organisms when you eat and you have to excrete. When you excrete, definitely we use our hands to clean ourselves. But if people don't do that, then we get those organisms of our own body. When they are passed outside the body, then they become germs that can cause infections. The infection starts with ourselves, people who are next to you, then extends it to the community. This can be bridged by carrying out hygiene, washing your hands, taking care of your body. I emphasize that an individual should bathe twice a day. When you are coming to work, you bathe because you sweat during night, put on clean clothes, come to work, what you go through, go back and bathe. Don't sleep without bathing. You are keeping these organisms in your bed, and you continue until when you get enough. Once you get enough, then you are able to, your body cannot contain, cannot fight back, then you become sick. Infection is the urinary tract, elementary, extract infections. Such infections are very common. We are talking about Candida. We have gone through this. This team is now well versed how we can prevent these infections. Thank you. So they know the parts that are neglected, and they have demonstrated how to wash hands, and they can teach their home family members, even the community where they are working, how to wash our hands. When we wash hands, we prevent most of the communicable diseases that are preventable. They can be avoided. So we expect from today people to go and improve on their general state of health by improving the hygiene in our homes, hygiene at the workplace, and not to just eat anyhow. Find the best way you can make sure your people at home eat safe food, not just buying whatever is prepared. If you know the place is not safe, don't eat in unsafe places, because that is where we acquire infections. We emphasize that much as we eat, we drink, but when anything that comes out of the body contains these organisms that cause infections, and always they pass through our hands. Our hands are the ones we use to touch, and after touching we use them to eat. So we should avoid eating using dirty hands, and that is why we emphasized hand hygiene. We say you can wash your hands with soap and water, or you dry, or in between you can use a sanitizer. With that, I expect this team we have really trained today to go out and train others, especially people in their homes, to make sure we improve health. By doing so and increasing on this information, we shall make sure we have healthy people who can really give back to the country by doing a lot which is not expected, other than having people who are sick always seeking for health care services and reduced outputs. So I thank you so much for having us today with you.